guys. I am currently heading north towards Bribie Island. I've recently just moved to Queensland from the Central Coast on New South Wales. It's literally like a week ago. I'm now living in Brisbane. 2 hours away from where I'm currently living is Bribie Island. But yeah, I'm pretty excited, never been there before. Keen to check out a couple of camping spots. It's the middle of the week, so I'm hoping it won't be too busy with people around, and like the campsites won't be too full and whatnot. We'll see. I don't really know what to expect. It's all a bit of an unknown when it comes to Bribie Island for me. Having lived down on the Central Coast, it was never worth going to Bribie Island. If you were coming all the way up, you might as well just go to the big one, the biggest sand island, Fraser Island. Why not take a couple of days in the middle of the week, go spend it exploring this new island that I've never been to before, do a bit of full driving, a bit of camping, have a bit of fun, and yeah, just enjoy it. So can't wait to get there, and we'll see you on the island. Coming across the bridge now, about to get onto Bribie Island. It's a beautiful day, so that's a plus. Maybe a little bit windy, but that's all right. Helps with the heat. I'm gonna go and stop in at the visitors center, which says it's only like another 500 meters up the road. Okay, so that went really good. I got a map, I got a bit of information, I got told about some closed tracks and got the tides. Pretty much got everything I needed. They were super helpful and really friendly too, which was good. So here is the map. So I am currently around here, down at the information center. My first camp will be up here at Gallagher's Point, or Gallagher Point, I guess it's not a plural. So yeah, they were just kind of showing me, I've got another map that's like a bit more detailed of like this area, but they were just kind of showing me that you go onto the inland track about here, and then you can go down to Gallagher's Point, and then if I want to have a shower I have to go up to Poverty Point. And then that is where the track is closed, because apparently up here is a flood. The track flooded, and they just haven't been able to get up there with the right materials or something like that to fix it yet. So to get to Ocean Beach, which is up there, I have to come all the way back down around the southern point of the island and then go back up, and that's where you're driving along the beach, and you've really got to look for the tides. So apparently you can only do it on low tide, so I'll have to check the tide chart and kind of see what time I'll have to head to that campsite tomorrow, because I'm not too sure exactly how that's going to work. I guess that will determine my day, because I would like to go check out the fort. I'd maybe even like to go and check out the Poverty Creek campsite just to have a look at it, just see what it's like. So maybe when I come back in the future, I can maybe go camp there if it's a really nice spot as well. So yeah, pretty excited. Everyone's so far, the people in Bribie are very friendly and helpful, but I guess you'd expect that in the information center. Just gonna go get a bit of fuel and then we'll head towards Gallagher Point. Just let the tires down. Map says I'm about 6 minutes away from the campground, which is closer than I thought it would be, because I haven't actually hit the inland track yet. I put the tires down to 25 psi, so we're gonna see how that goes. It's an inland track, so I have no idea how soft it's gonna be. I really don't know what to expect there. So I just figured, let's put it into 4-wheel drive. There we go. On the inland track, So yeah, it's an inland track. I have no idea what to expect. So 25 is kind of like a mid-level. If it's really soft, I'll know pretty quick. We'll see how we go though. Could be all right. And in the next 5 or 6 minutes, apparently, I should be at Gallagher Point. Here we go. 3 kilometers away. There's the sign. Plenty of bugs, specifically like marsh flies, and that's something that I kind of forgot that Queensland's kind of notorious for, or at least like notorious for. When I've been on like Fraser Island in the past, there's been heaps of marsh flies, sand flies, that sort of thing, and I don't have like any air guard or like that bushman spray or something, so that would have been perfect. But you know, I got the coils going. I think they're doing something. They're definitely like helping a bit, because when I first got here and got out of the car, I was like, holy crap, there's so many marsh flies, what do I do? Yeah. I set up a few coils and they seem to have died down a bit, but yeah, I mean, like, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. They're still attacking me, but there's a bit of time in between each attack, so the coils like are creating some kind of barrier, hopefully around the campsite. But yeah, it's a beautiful spot, good weather, you know, it's like not too hot, and there's a nice breeze coming through, which is good. I thought about going for a swim. I don't know if I will though, because I did see like this see-through kind of blob earlier when I was down at the actual point area. I'm not sure if that's like a jellyfish or something. I might have to look that up, see what that is. But just in case there's like some jellyfish in the area, I will not take the risk. So luckily it isn't too warm, so you know, that's sweet. But yeah, so far Gallagher Point I would recommend. Wouldn't mind a name change to Gallagher's Point, you know, sounds a bit better to me, but you know, that's just my opinion. And yeah, I'm just gonna kind of chill out for the Savo, maybe do a bit more exploring around, and then I'll have some dinner later on when the sun's getting a bit lower. James Bogues, Tasmania's finest. It's pretty fine. Had someone else rock up, so there's a few people here now, but there's actually like a decent amount of space between campsites. So, and the way I've kind of like got my car parked is there's plenty of like privacy here. It's I got my own little sanctuary and everything. So I'm just gonna enjoy some cheese, some dip, enjoy my beer, and watch the sun go down.
Had a hilarious conversation with the other camper here. So I can't remember if I've explained this yet or not, but there's 6 campsites here, and you can't like book the camping area. You have to book like a specific spot. So I booked campsite 6 because when I was booking, someone had booked campsite 1. So I was like, yep, sweet. I'll just book like the furthest campsite away. They each have heaps of space. I got here today. Campsite 6 was taken. Fantastic. You know what? They had a big setup. I didn't want to like cause any dramas. We're out here in the middle of nowhere. No need to start shit. Didn't want to make them pack up all their shit. Plenty of other spots. So you know what? It's not the end of the world. I'll take number 4 because I'm not sure if they're like number 1 and campsite number 1 could still be coming later on. So 4's like in the middle, away from them, away from 1 if it potentially gets here. It's still a great spot. And then old mate pulled up into campsite number 5. And as he was walking by, we kind of had a bit of a chat and like discussed the whole situation. Had a good old little bitch about campsite 6, and yeah, it was pretty funny. But you know, look, the way I look at it is these things happen.